Hey guys, my name is Em and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I am going to be reading romance books for 24 hours to celebrate Valentine's Day. I honestly love Valentine's Day so much. I love all kind of little holidays like this where you can just celebrate something specific for a day, but I'm also extremely single. Didn't think I would be this year, I'm not gonna lie, but here we are. I just thought, you know, what better way to celebrate Valentine's Day than reading romance books and rom-coms for 24 hours. So the first romance book that I'm going to be reading for this video is Better Than the Movies by Lynn Painter. I'm so excited to read this. This seems like the ultimate rom-com. I've heard so many amazing things about this book and I've loved Lynn Painter's other books, so I'm very excited to read this. Apparently Wes is like the ultimate book boyfriend. Also it is YA, so hopefully it'll be kind of like quick enough to read and also quite wholesome, and I'm very excited to read this book. So yeah, this is the book that I'm going to be starting with. I'm also going to be doing like some self-care activities and some fun Valentine's Day activities. Today already I went to the bookshop. I was going to buy another romance book. I was looking for some Ella May's books because I've read Marriage for One and I loved it. It was one of my favorite romances of last year. So I was going to pick up some of her other books because they have those cute new covers as well, but they didn't have any in the bookshop, so I didn't end up buying anything. But I did go to Starbucks and I bought myself a gorgeous coffee. And you know, I feel like the soundtrack of this video is going to be Flowers by Miley Cyrus because we don't need anybody else. Okay, we're strong, independent people. So yeah, welcome to the vlog. I'm so excited to be reading with you to celebrate Valentine's Day. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you're having an amazing Valentine's Day or had an amazing Valentine's Day. And yeah, I am so excited to get into Better Than the Movies. Let's go. Okay, also this weekend I want to do like a good bit of studying. My mocks are next week for the Leaving Cert. I'm so unprepared and I'm so stressed about them, but like somehow that stress isn't motivating me to study more. It's making me not want to study anything because I don't know where to start. But I'm gonna hopefully get a good bit of study done this weekend and just get like a little bit more prepared. It is now like 7:40 in the evening. I think I'm gonna try write a practice essay for English and then I'm gonna start reading because I feel like I'm not gonna be able to concentrate on my book until I've done something towards my exams. Okay, I am just cooking some pasta, but I decided that I'm gonna put a rom-com on TV as well because I feel like it is just ultimate vibes to be watching and reading a rom-com at the same time. So now I have the very difficult decision of picking which rom-com to watch because there are so many good ones, and I'm like, do I go with one that I've already seen a million times and I love and I know it inside out and I can kind of zone out while watching it, or do I go with a new one and try to find a new favorite rom-com? Who knows, honestly. I'm gonna have a look through Netflix and come back to you when I decide, but between you and me I think I know that I'm going to pick one that I've watched like a million times over, because even though I do not reread books ever, I always rotate like the same movies and TV shows like over and over again. It's just like a comfort. We love to see it. Okay, let's go. Okay, so I'm going through the rom-com category on Netflix and notice how many of them that Jennifer Aniston is in. Like, this woman is just the absolute queen of rom-coms. I honestly don't know which one I want to watch. There's so many options, so many amazing movies, but like which one to watch? Okay, wait, just go with it. This is my favorite movie ever. I've watched it so many times it's not even funny, so I think I'm gonna put this one on and then start Better Than the Movies while I watch this. Good morning, besties. The lighting is atrocious. I don't know why it's like pink, but it is 8 o'clock in the morning and I wanted to give you a little reading update because I actually read a good bit of Better Than the Movies in bed last night. I don't know what it was, but yesterday evening I just was not really in the mood to read, but I did read for like a good hour to hour and a half when I got into bed last night, and it was just the perfect vibe because I also have a playlist for this book. I just looked up Better Than the Movies on Spotify and like someone had already compiled a playlist, so I've been listening to that as I read and it is the best thing ever. I highly recommend doing that with any book that you read. Like, guaranteed someone will have made a Spotify playlist about it and it just adds to the experience like so much. But yeah, I was reading a good bit last night. I made it to page 90. This book is so good. I had high hopes going into this book because of the hype and because of the fact that it is Lynn Painter and I love Lynn Painter, but like this has exceeded my expectations so far. Like, it is so good. I'm just loving Wes and Liz so much. You can really tell that like he really likes her, even though like he is like really like mean to her and like grumpy to her and stuff, but not like mean to her in a bullying way, just like in kind of like a teasing way, I think. And like they went to this party last night, and the way that he looked after her and the way that he was just like so caring towards her was just so beautiful. And I love that in books. Like I love when we have our love interest that is like seemingly so mean and hates her and everything, and then something happens and he's like there and he's looking after her. Like it is just so sweet. I am also annotating this book, so when I finish it I might do like a little annotations flip through for you guys. I don't know if you would like to see that, but I might try to do that honestly, because I'm highlighting quite a bit, because I got these new highlighters a few weeks ago. I'm literally obsessed with them and they are perfect for annotating, so I'm using these quite a bit in there. But yeah, I'm just really enjoying my read. But for right now I'm gonna go settle on the couch, I'm gonna make myself a hot coffee, and I'm going to continue reading this book. I'm just so excited to keep reading because I just love this so much. I feel like this has the potential to be a new favorite. I don't know, I'm only like 90 pages in, but I do have a feeling that this could be a new favorite. So yeah, let's go read. Okay, it is now 11:30 in the morning and I'm sitting here with Misty on my lap. She is adorably cute, like literally she's so cute. But anyways, I've literally been reading this book non-stop all morning. Like I really need to stop reading so that I can do some other things, but like I literally do not want to stop reading at all. I am completely hooked by this book. I've just made it to page 216, which is chapter 10. I've literally got like just over 100 pages left and I want to finish it, but like I also never want this book to be over. This is genuinely, I think, the best rom-com that I've ever read in my entire life. I love it so much. I'm getting the 5-star vibes. But yeah, I kind of need to stop reading now for a while. I'm gonna get dressed and I'm gonna study for a little while, maybe write like an English essay or two, and then I might come back to the book. But I just don't want to stop reading. And like I always know that I am really loving a book when I don't even want to like check my phone when I'm reading. Like I've literally been sitting here since 8:30 this morning reading and I've not wanted to like check my phone once. So yes, loving this book so much. Everybody go pick it up. Oh my god, you guys, this freaking book, Liz Bookspam and Wes Bennett, you have my entire heart and soul. Honestly, I can't really remember a time when I was this obsessed with a romance book before, especially a YA book. Like I feel like it takes a special sort of YA book for me to be this invested, but I am so invested. Like, you know when you're reading a book and you just know that this is going to be a favorite, this is one you're going to think about all the time. I'm listening to playlists inspired by this book. I have a Pinterest board inspired by this book. I'm looking at like book aesthetics on TikTok. Like you just, when you read a book and you're like instantly obsessed with it, that is the feeling that I have with this book right now. And I'm just so happy while I'm reading it. Like I'm literally just so happy, and I just think that this couple deserves the world. I'm up to chapter 14, which is page 282. I have got the smallest amount of this book left. I'm like so excited to finish it, but also like I never want this to be over because I don't want to have to move on from these characters. Like, it is currently 2:40. I have about an hour left before I have to go collect my mom from work, so I'm debating just honestly trying to finish this in the next hour because I don't have that much left and I feel like I kind of want to finish it. Honestly, I had to do the dishes and like a few little jobs around the house, and I literally have like playlists inspired by this book, and it's just the best thing ever because you can really put yourself into the book. And like in this book there's so many references to songs as well, because Liz is like obsessed with like making soundtracks and making playlists. Is literally what she wants to study in college. So like there's so many music references in here. There's so many times where she's like, oh, this is the song that was playing in my head when this was happening, and I just love that so much. Like, yes, give us your soundtrack. But I would just say, if you are watching this video and you have yet to read this book, go pick it up. Go pick it up. I know you've seen it around, I know you've given it some thought, so if you were considering reading this book, please let me convince you to read this book. I'm gonna stop screaming about this book and I'm just gonna go read, and I'll come back to you when I have hopefully finished it. Okay, let's go. Missing someone. Oh my god, you guys, I feel like I just need to say that I was just reading this, okay? And she literally says, okay, there's one sentence down here where she says, I fell asleep before 8 that night, listening to Death with Dignity by Sufjan Stevens on repeat, and literally look at the song that I was playing. I don't even know if you can see, but it is Death with Dignity by Sufjan Stevens. How did I listen to the exact same song at the exact same time as she mentioned it? And that literally happened on like the first chapter too. I was listening to Someone Like You, and then she said that she was thinking of Someone Like You. But I'm just loving this book. I know I've said it before, but I'll say it again. I'm loving this book. It is the rom-com of all rom-coms. I'm obsessed. I'm in love. Also, Liz Bookspam, I am picturing as, I think her name is Kennedy Walsh. She's on TikTok and she's just absolutely beautiful. But that's who I'm picturing as Liz. And I've been looking at like aesthetics on like Pinterest and Instagram and stuff, and it's just such a pretty aesthetic. It's kind of my aesthetic too. Quite like, I don't know, cottagecore is, I don't know if that's what you'd call it, but like, let me show you a post. This is like one of the posts that I saw today, and like this aesthetic is just so pretty. I need to continue reading, but I just wanted to document the fact that I was literally listening to the exact same song at the exact same time that she mentioned it. I just finished Better Than the Movies by Lynn Painter. I've got to go right now because I need to go collect my mum, but I just wanted to say how much I loved this book, and it just reminded me why I love reading romance books. And yeah, I can't wait to talk to you about my full thoughts, but I wanted to also show you my outfit. I have my Matilda t-shirt and this pink cardigan, and I feel like it's giving Liz Bookspam. Okay, so I've just gotten back home and I'm about to put a rom-com on the TV. So I put on one that was mentioned in Better Than the Movies. I've watched a good few rom-coms, I will admit, like I've watched a good few, but I've never seen this one. So the one that I've put on is He's Just Not That Into You, and I am so excited to watch it because Jennifer Aniston is in it. Like, how have I not seen it? Like, I love that woman so much. Hey besties, it is now later in the evening and I have to admit I am feeling very, very stressed at the minute. I have exams for the next 2 weeks straight, and the reality of that kind of just hit me. But this is a self-care Valentine's readathon, so I decided that I'm gonna do a face mask. The one that I'm gonna use is this Purifying Glow mask from The Body Shop. I think it's like a charcoal one, so I'm gonna use this, and I might watch a booktube video, or I might pick up another book, I don't know. But there's also kind of like a spin-off short story book by Lynn Painter as well, and it's called Better Than the Prom, and I think it's like the last few chapters of the book from Wes's POV, so I think I might try and read that because I think it's only like 30 or 50 pages or something. So I might try and read that while I do my face mask. I have filled up my bottle with ice cold water and I'm just gonna try and de-stress.